So it's that time again here on the Retro Core channel where I have gone and bought a new piece of audio equipment. Well, I say new piece, it's actually really old, from the very early 80s, but new to me. And this is a new turntable. Sadly, my Sony PSFL 77 has died. It's quite a shame as well because mechanically it's working perfectly fine. The drawer works, the turntable works, but the tracking, the linear tracking has basically gone to put. It's not working anymore. So I did take a look at it, tried to fix it, but even with the service manual, it's beyond my capabilities. So we have a new player here, and one that was quite high end when it came out originally. So let's take a look. Alright, here it is. And as you can see there from the manual, it is the Technics SL7. Yes, direct drive, quartz lock, very important, and linear tracking, because I cannot be bothered dealing with the tracking arm and the counterweights and all that. I've been through all that over the years and I've had enough. Nice to see it's wrapped or packaged fairly decently. I'm guessing the other side of this is probably on the turntable. Now this is quite a heavy turntable. Oh god, that is heavy. Another reason why I work with the linear tracking tables is because they have a smaller footprint. And shit. Wow, look at that. That is well packed. Look at that. Lovely. Alright. Now that top, I mean, it's got a couple of little scratches on it, nothing too major, but seems fairly clean. That'll probably just clean up. You just need to wipe, that does. It's got some protective stuff on it, has it? No, it just needs a wipe. It's got a bit weird with the packing. I'll clean that up. Okay, so here she is, all ready to go. I'm happy to say that the horrible mess that was on the plastic part here cleaned up very nicely. And in fact, the table looks practically brand new. It looks really good. So let's give it a try with a record I don't care too much about. So hopefully, if it is going to damage the record, it's not going to really bother me too much. This is Duran Duran, and it's got Big Thing, the album. This is an X demonstration copy, as you can see from the copy there, so the copy number. Alright, so on the turntable it goes, and we just plunk it down by pushing here. It's set to automatic. You can do everything manual, but it's set to I just find out what size record it is and what speed it plays automatically. So if we just press start, it should automatically come on from the very beginning. Yep, no problem at all. Alright, so that's working. We can cue the record and we can scan to a different part of the record. So let's go to track number 4, which I believe was the hit single, All She Wants Is. So that should be about it. I'll put the needle back down. No, I actually gone past it. It was the track before that. Okay. Now here's an interesting option down here. It has a repeat button. So what that button actually does is it repeats the entire record. So once the record gets to the end, it will go back to the beginning and start again. So we'll have the repeat button switched on. Let's just scan to the near the end of the record. Alright, we're near the end there. Put the stylus back down. Okay, so it'll go back to the beginning and it should start the record again since the repeat button is pressed in. And there you go. Straight back to the beginning, no problems whatsoever. Alright. So yeah, it seems to be working just fine. No problems whatsoever. Alright, so let's take a quick close-up look at the controls. So as you can see, the controls are fairly basic. We have an open button here, which obviously opens the turntable drawer. We have the power button. We have the repeat button here. And over here we have the queuing button, so we can lift the stylus up and down. This is the start and this is the stop. And you'll also notice that these also work as the fast forward and rewind or skipping tracks. So for example, if we press start, you can see the little LEDs did light up there. But if we want to skip around the tracks, we just hold it down, and as you can see, the stylus is moving. So if we hold it this side, it moves quicker. If we move it this side, it moves quicker. But if we hold it in the middle, it moves slower. So that's kind of nice. So again, moving back pretty quickly there. Now moving slower and speed up again. So it's nice you've got variable controls for the stylus movement. Alright. I also like the way it's lit up over there. So if we take the camera up a little bit, you'll be able to see that. Let's just get that into focus. So you have a very easy indicator right here to see whereabouts you are on the track. That's all lit up very nicely. Okay, now let's take a look at some of the other features which are hidden underneath the cover over here. Okay, so what we have here is the disc size sensor. So we have it set to auto, but you can actually have it at 17 centimeters, which is 7-inch. What's that? 25 centimeters, which is a 10-inch record, or 30 centimeters, which is a 12-inch record. And what this does is basically decide where it's going to put the stylus down on the record. We just keep it at auto. Now the thing is, what about the speed of the record? Well, that's detected down there. So let's take a look. And this is where the speed of the record player is detected. I just keep it on auto, but you can also choose between 33 1/3 or 45 RPM. Now, keeping it on auto might be a problem when you go to play a 12-inch single, because 12-inch singles are going to play at 45 RPM. But this machine is definitely going to play at 33 1/3 RPM because that's what an album plays at. So when you're playing a 12-inch single, just switch it over to 45 RPM. Now, how does this recognize what type of record you got on it? How does it know the size? Well, very simple. So if we take off this record here, you can see there are these little slits in the actual mat, and underneath those slits are holes in the platter. So if we spin the platter around, you'll see that those little slots line up with a couple of LEDs here. See that? And that's how it knows what size the record is. So if you put a 7-inch record on, it's going to cover up this slot here, isn't it? So it knows that the record's 7-inch. 10-inch will cover up that slot, and 12-inch will cover up all slots. So it's fairly simple, but that's how it knows what size record is on the platter. Very simple and easy solution. And one thing I do like about this player is it has a little 45 RPM, or sorry, 7-inch single adapter on there. So that's pretty cool. You're never gonna lose that because it's always on there. Nice. So there we have it. That is the Technics SL7 turntable. A very nice turntable, and hopefully one that'll serve me for many years.